it's actually something that I've posed to thousands and thousands and hundreds and hundreds of thousands students across the country, actually, even as far as Canada in 2012. And it's a formula that I discussed with them, and it's called 97-3. And it's like 97/3, right? So here's what the formula is. For any new thing, for anything that is introduced to you, or something that you know may help you, or something that will make a difference for you in your life, whether it be at home, your business, your education, anything like that. Um, when people listen to it, out of 100% of the people, there's going to always be a 97.3%. Now, here's what I mean. 97% of the people may hear something that sounds so amazing and is so great, and is considered the best thing next to sliced bread. But 97% of the 100% of the people are going to hear it and think it's a great idea, think it's fabulous, and say, oh, yes, I'm going to go home and I'm going to implement that and I'm going to do that and I'm going to make it happen. And they leave wherever they are. I could basically tell you it's within 24 hours after they've heard what they feel can make a difference for their lives, and they do nothing about it. They don't change anything, they don't implement anything. It was just a good idea. Then you have 3% of the people who hear the idea, who hear the notion and say, I'm going to go home and I'm going to implement just one thing, and it's going to make a difference for my life. It's going to make a difference for my family, my business, my career. It's going to make a difference. Those are who I call the 3%ers. And if you notice, I have on a hat and it says 3%er. And on the back of it, it actually says, are you a 3%er? So really, that's my question for you. Are you a 3%er? Are you someone who hears about a new idea or is introduced to something new, whether it's a new business or a new concept or a new theory, and are you the person who sits back and say, well, I'm going to look at everybody else, I'm going to check it out, or I'm going to figure it out? If your conversation goes anything like that, you guys, don't even second guess yourself. You're a 97%er. That's why, when you look at the world, like 97% of the world is suffering, and they're living quiet lives of desperation because they are living on the shoulda, coulda, woulda train, and they hear something and it's amazing, but they never do anything. But then that 3% is going to say, you know what? I'm not fully 100% sure. I don't even know how I'm going to do it. But I have the faith that if I invest in this new business, or if I look at something new, or if I hear this new concept, it's going to make a difference for my life. Listen, you guys, I'm going to keep it real. I was kind of a pretender of being a 3%er for years. I traveled the country and I was already speaking to hundreds of kids, and I was still holding on to the 9 to 5. And, the 9 to 5 was comfortable, but it got to a point where my desire to be out there making a difference in a whole nother way just really outweighed my comfort level of sitting in an office and getting a consistent paycheck every 2 weeks. But here's what I need you to understand. January 31st, 2012 was the day that I became a 3%er. And what I mean by that is that was the day that I left my 9 to 5 to pursue my speaking and writing full time. Now, here's what you need to understand. Between February 1st, 2012 to December 31st, 2012, I literally made more money than I did my entire year in 2011. I'm going to say that again. February 1st, 2012 through December 31st, 2012. I literally made more money leaving the 9 to 5, leaving the comfort zone, being a 3%er. And I made more money than I did in my entire year of 2011. So why am I sharing this with you guys? Some of you guys have been introduced to different things. You have found out new things and you're not doing anything about it. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop doing that to your life. Stop doing that to your husband or your wife. Stop doing that to your son, your daughter, your grandchildren. Stop doing that to your education. Just stop. Be a 3%er. Shut the frick up and do what you need to do to be a 3%er today. Stop second guessing yourself. Have the faith and do what you need to do. You know, I recently put out a blog post and I said, you know, I am a dream achiever. And y'all, being a dream achiever is, you know, it sounds glamorous and I love it. But it's a lonely road because there's so many people out there who are 97 percenters and are not, or feel like they're not worthy enough to be a 3%er. So my question to you is, when are you going to stop BSing yourself? When are you going to stop BSing your life and become a 3%er? And listen, you being a 3%er is not about you. You being a 3%er is about making a difference for someone out there who needs to hear your words. Being a 3%er is about going out there, pursuing your passion, changing somebody's life simply because you walked in the room. Being a 3%er is all about you. Stop having the excuse to say, I'm going to write my book and it's a year later and another year later and another year later and another year later. You're not doing the excuses anymore, and then that book ends up in the hands of somebody who's in another country and their life is saved because they picked up your book. So are you going to be a 3%er? So I'm just going to leave it like this. If you're a 3%er, send me a comment. And here's the thing, if you don't comment or retweet this or anything like that, that immediately lets me know you're just a 97%er. But my 3%ers, shout out, make some noise, hit me up, comment on the blog, comment on the video, whatever you're watching. Put your stake in the sand today and become a 3%er, not only for your life, not only for your husband and your wife, not only for your family, not only for your community, not only for your partner, but for the world that's waiting on you. So if you're a 3%er, please stand up. This is your boy Arik Jackson, the Dream Achiever, AJ the Dream Achiever. Make sure you click on the link below.